The chatter in the Mile High City. If you didn't see the game last night, and God bless you if you didn't, I did it for you. It's my public service. So Bo Nix, Bo knows exhibition football, Bo knows playing bozos. You look pretty good. The Green Bay Packers playing a cadre of second-rate backups and third-string players. And how did that go? Well, it went very well. For Bo Nix, the Broncos won the game. If you care about such things, they won going away. And Bo Nix attempted 9 passes, completed 8 of them, and was matriculating the ball down the field, as he has done the entire exhibition season. So, Nix making another strong case to be the Broncos' starting quarterback when the real season begins here in a few weeks. Led the Denver offense on scoring drives on both of his possessions there. The Broncos got some points out of it, and they win big. So let us discuss the question, where does Bo Nix stand right now in this moment for the Broncos? So I've got cosmetics, the Home Depot Garden Center, and Body Double. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make, you know what? A jingle, a number 4 jingle, because we do not have a number 4 jingle. We need that. People last week, you were not here, Lorraine, at the end of last week, but people were calling up. They wanted to be part of it. They were very interested, and then Mark was here. All right, so to lead off, in terms of the question, Bo Nix and where does he stand right now? Where does he stand? Well, he stands at the very front. He's in the pole position, and the jury has reached a verdict. In the court of public opinion, which is never wrong, Bo Nix is the only choice. There's no other choice. And my gut tells me that Sean Payton's going to announce today that Bo Nix is going to be the starting quarterback for the Broncos. Why would you not go that direction? You don't have any other options. Zach Wilson stinks. And the other option you have is, Patriot reject and Raider reject. So you have no other options, right? Bo Nix is the one. He has now led Denver. He's had scoring drives. 6 of his 7 drives in the preseason have led to points. And he was 2 for 2 in the game on Sunday. And it was against backups, and that's a factor and all that. But good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Denver is digging themselves out of a hole the size of the Grand Canyon. We are salary cap truthers, but there is a reality to Russell Wilson. What a debacle that was. Russ was cooked, and the Broncos, for some reason, gave him a massive contract extension, sight unseen, a total boondoggle for the Denver football team, and they can turn a negative into a positive here with the Bo Show. Bo knows, right? Bo knows. Bo Nix has a shot here to be a ray of sunshine in the darkness. He can be that guy, and he has earned the right to at least begin the year, and that's just the reality. I mean, we will reserve judgment whether this is reality or not when we start seeing this in the regular season, because we've been hornswoggled in the past, and we're not going to fall for the same skullduggery that we've fallen for in years past. But he's gone against elementary defenses and backups, mostly backups, and done very well. That said, Sean Payton, the ability that he has, we saw this last year with Russell Wilson, where he was essentially working cosmetics, that Sean Payton can coach up Bo Nix and use the makeup aisle, a.k.a. the playbook, and scheme a game plan to hide the many warts and moles, which we're sure Bo Nix has, like everyone does, and just spoon feed him that Gerber baby food and high percentage throws until he gets comfy. And then you can take the training wheels off and unleash the beast, if you will. Now, furthermore, speaking of quarterback drama or rama, while the Broncos appear to have settled on their guy, and we know the Raiders have gone with Gardner Minshew, well, not such good news in Western Pennsylvania. Mike Tomlin, a melancholy Mike Tomlin, commenting after Russell Wilson had a stink bomb performance in his first exhibition play for the Steelers. Mike Tomlin said Russell Wilson analysis is a, quote, incomplete study. As many people writing off Russ after his Steelers preseason debut, and social media is campaigning and politicking for Justin Fields to be QB1 in the Berg. So where do you stand on this? So this entire quarterback room, they are who we thought they were, and if you want to crown them, you can crown their ass, right? Dog's breakfast. It's a hot mess. It is the epitome of a quagmire is what it is, what's going on there in Pittsburgh. And social media, forget what they say, because they always campaign for Justin Fields. If you base things on Justin Fields' social media coverage, if you did that, then he'd be the starter. He'd still be in Chicago. He won the MVP in 2023 on social media. He's got the greatest sizzle reel around. So, rah, Justin Fields. He dominates the bots. He dominates the fake accounts and all that. And then you've got Russell Wilson, who is radioactive on the other side. Radioactive Russ should be his new nickname because, man, Mike Tomlin, you talk about the definition of being stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. That's Mike Tomlin. One of these jabronis is going to be the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they'll end up winning 8 or 9 games because they win 8 or 9 games every year. So that part of it doesn't really change. The defense is going to be good. They'll do okay on special teams, and they'll squeeze 8 or 9 wins out. But this offense, they haven't had a quarterback since Roethlisberger, and even his last couple of years, Roethlisberger was a shell of what he has been. But Mike Tomlin picking a quarterback for the Steelers. In the cartoon bubble above my head, it's Mike Tomlin going to the Home Depot Garden Center and picking between manure and fertilizer. And excuse my Yiddish here, but they're both verkakta. They're Dreck is what they are. Dreck on deck would be the way I would describe the quarterback room in Pittsburgh, but one of them will be a starting quarterback again. And we're going the smart money. We are going with Russell Wilson. That's our prediction. As a distant relative of Nostradamus, friend of Nostradamus, Russ will be the starter, and then he'll get benched early on, and then they'll go to Justin Fields. All right, last thing here. We head to Jacksonville, where reports over the weekend informing us that a bubbly quarterback, Mac Jones, is in his personal Casablanca. So happy. He's enjoying football again with the Jaguars. Is this meaningful in any way that Mac Jones is smiling from ear to ear, the ex-Pat? So it is, well, I don't have it as meaningful. I do have this as telling. It's a tell. Let me explain. So for me, it's a tell because Mac Jones has found his happy place. Now, he's from the Jacksonville area, but after being a mistake-filled mess with the Patsies and single-handedly being responsible for the demise of Bill Belichick, think about that. If Mac Jones had been good, Belichick is still coaching the Patriots. But Mac Jones was feces with the Pats, and that's why he's gone and Belichick's gone. Otherwise, Belichick would still be coaching the Patriots and be chasing down Don Shula's record. But Mac Jones settling in the caddy life and loving it. He is loving it. For better or worse, Trevor Lawrence is the starter. Right? He's the headliner, and that means that Mac Jones is simply a body double. That's it. He's a practice quarterback to pretend to be the quarterback of the other team. And if Trevor Lawrence gets hurt, then Mac Jones is the contingency plan. You don't want to go with the contingency plan. He's a pinch hitter. He's not a starter. He's a pinch hitter, and he's the understudy. He's already started for a couple of years or parts of a couple of years, and he appears to be very happy, smiling. He's happy to be a spare part. It's great. He's perfectly fine being the alternative solution. And that says a lot about Mac Jones.